Hey y'all, welcome back to Dexter's New Blood, episode 8, season 1. So we about to get into this episode, child. So the episode starts out with Dexter is literally kidnapped. He's in the back of this hillbilly's car, and he's having dreams of seeing Harrison kill the wrestler that he got into it with and stuff. So he like deep into dream mode. So he eventually wake up because he hear the phone ringing. He's like, "Where the fuck am I at?" Then he started clicking to him that he got kidnapped by this hillbilly guy. So next you know, he is a hillbilly guy talking to Mr. Krabs. And Mr. Krabs started telling him, like, you got him and all this stuff. So the hillbilly guy's like, yeah. And the hillbilly guy gonna ask Mr. Krabs, are you gonna handle the son? So Dexter, all he heard was son, and his ass leaped up and got the strip of fucking Goliath and started choking the shit out this damn hillbilly guy. So the hillbilly guy car crashed into this damn tree. Dexter fly out the car. Dexter gets loose by the hands, he gets loose and stuff, right? So while he stands up, he sees the hillbilly got the car and he has a gun. So now Dexter is running in the woods because this motherfucker about to hunt him like deer. So yeah, this is getting crazy. It's giving me Hunger Games. This is turning into Hunger Games. Child, this is getting good. So Dexter's son, Harrison, see, he's out here walking down the street and stuff, and he saw his little girlfriend, Aubrey, and, he kind of got upset because she was with some other dude, whatever. So next, he gets a phone call from Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs are like, how you doing? Are you at the truck stop? He said, no, I'm not truck stop. He said, I thought you was in jail. That's what Harrison said. He said, no, it's just a misunderstanding, but blase, blase. So he was all like, well, have you talked to your father? And he was like, no, we got into a bad argument and stuff. He said, well, have your father called to check up on you? He was like, no, I don't know where my father's at. So he's like, I don't know where my father's at. So next to Mr. Krabs told Harrison, stay where you at the tree lounge or whatever he at, right? Downtown city or whatever. Stay downtown and I come down there and I pick you up. Cause he said he got a surprise for him. So I think Mr. Krabs trying to X off him and the son. But Dexter a little wild card, cause one thing about Dexter, he just got shot in his leg, but he running, and this is one for the books for Dexter. This is these country people in this town is crazy as fuck. Okay, Dexter is getting chased down by Archie Bunker. Archie Bunker is chasing Dexter down the woods and hunting him like fucking deer. This is crazy. But yeah. Oh yeah, Angela's in the office, and now she doing her research on Dexter and stuff because a podcaster girl been planting seeds in her head. So next the black guy that's a cop comes to the office, and he's all like, listen, it's Christmas Eve, you should be going home, blase, blase. And she's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go home, whatever. So next he started talking about Dexter and talking about how he's a cool guy and all this blase, blase stuff. And then he ended up talking so much that he slipped up and tell her that Dexter found that drug dealer that his son almost OD from his drugs and stuff. So Dexter ended up finding him before the cops found him and he beat him up. And Angela's like, what? She said, why you didn't tell me this? And he's like, I don't want to talk shit about your boyfriend, blase, blase. So now this is adding more onto her curiosity to find out what's going on with Dexter and who he really is. Because now the black guy just told her about how he found this guy and he's about to pretty much kill his ass. So yeah, she's just going to be digging herself in a hole. My thing is, all this damn research, is she going to find out who got her best friend? Girl. So, doing I Spy a Lie. So now Angela then found this damn drug dealer. So she's interrogating him, asking him about Dexter and what happened that day Dexter beat him up. And he explained to her how Dexter came to the bar. He asked him for some drugs. Next he took Dexter to the back to get him some drugs. He said out of nowhere, Dexter pretty much stabbed him in the neck with this damn needle. And then out of nowhere, when the cops pulled up, he just started punching him and kicking his ass. And he just thought it was just so fucking weird. So next he showed her the mark of the needle that was on his neck. And she took a picture of it. But he was just like, it was so fucking bizarre. So now she's over here doing I Spy work on Dexter. It's like, girl, you watching the wrong motherfucker. Dexter's a lot of things, but there's other people in this town are way worse than Dexter. Dexter just got Saturn return energy on his ass. That's why this shit getting harder and harder and harder. He getting chased in the woods by damn near Archie Bunker. Like, this some bullshit. This is a fall from fucking grace. So, okay, now we going to Mr. Krabs and Harrison. So, Mr. Krabs take Harrison to the school. And, nobody's at the school because it's Christmas Eve. So, everybody's on break. So Harrison asked Mr. Krabs, like, dang, nobody's here. You can get in here. He was like, yeah, because I used to be a coach at the school, so I had the keys. He's like, what about the cameras? He said, child, they don't give a fuck about cameras. The cameras only used to hunt white deer or whatever like that, right? Which he trying to talk about Dexter and him. So next, Mr. Krabs take him into school. They walk around. Mr. Krabs got a lot of pent up fucking anger because he wants to motherfucking kill. But he's trying to play it off like he cool and nice and calm. So they walk around and looking at pictures of his son on the sports team and everything. So Harrison really think he bonding with him because he has this friction with his father right now. So next, they go into the gym and they start playing baseball. So they had like the baseball machine, how you put the balls to the machine and you supposed to hit it and stuff, practice how to swing and stuff. So next, he's teaching Harrison how to play baseball. So he puts the machine on a different setting and it deals with like I guess it curves the ball. So instead of the ball going straight, gonna curve it real fast. So not Dexter. So Mr. Krabs puts the ball through, and Harrison keep on missing them. So at this point, the ball's just hitting Harrison on his side of his on his side. So it's hitting him hard, but every time the ball hits me, he having these flashbacks of all this anger and him getting to his father and him getting to with the kids at school. So he's just got a lot of pent up anger and rage inside of him. But he really think he bonded with Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs is feeding off of that because he got the same, even more anger and rage than Harrison. So next, after they leave the high school, he talking to Harrison about you gotta have some venison. And Harrison, what's that? He said, your dad never cooked you some venison, Dexter? And he was like, nah. And he was like, well, I need to cook you some venison. Bitch, what in the poison bullshit you trying to feed me, you raggedy bitch? So Harrison not knowing this because Harrison is he's just in his funk right now. He going through emotions and stuff. But this motherfucker, Mr. Krabs, trying to set him up for overdose. And he trying to drive him to the cabinet in the motherfucking woods. Okay? This man is not to be trusted. But Harrison. But these are his kind of favorite victims, which is the whole runaway and, the whole world hates me. He comes out like he's like super hero saint or something, Saint Nicholas or some shit, and he comes like, I take you under my wings to set you up and prim you up to kill you. Like, okay, motherfucker. The guy didn't. Okay, so now the guy that's hunting Archie Barker. Okay, Beverly's Hillbilly then found Dexter in this this old summer camp cabin. So he goes in there and he's all like, this motherfucker bringing a knife to a gunfight, stupid motherfucker. So he walk around looking for Dexter. So he looking in his mirror and it says, you're so beautiful. So he looking at the marks on his face because Dexter cut his face up real good. So next Dexter jumps through the mirror and jumps on top of him and he's all like, where's my fucking son? And he said, who the fuck are you? He said, where's my son? He's like, he said he's gonna take your son up to the cabin up the woods, his cabin. So the guy gonna tell Dexter, oh, this ain't personal. Bitch, you didn't sit here and hunted me like some motherfucking last overdue fucking reindeer soup, bitch. This is motherfucking personal. And on top of that, you're fucking with my goddamn son. I'm about to fuck you up and that other nigga. Bye-bye. So Dexter pretty much stabbed him. He said, this is personal because it involves my son. So now Dexter gotta go pull up on Mr. Krabs and go save his son. I hope his son didn't eat the stoop. Okay, you're not supposed to be eating for strangers. Harrison should know that. He been on the streets for a long time. So, yeah. Now we're going to Angela. Angela talked to a forensic person about the one guy, the drug dealer that they found dead and stuff because they said he overdosed on his own drugs. So, she's talking to the forensic guy. He's all like, listen, it's an overdose. I don't see no foul gunplay. Let's not put a gun up to his head and make him take the drugs. So next, Angela, so she started looking at the body. So she looks on the side of the dead body's neck, right? The drug dealer guy that died. And she sees the same type of needle mark that the drug dealer at the restaurant had too. So now she's putting two together about fucking Dexter. My thing is, girl, what was this detective power at when everybody else in town was going missing? Now you want to be, I want to go look what's going on. I want to find out this. It's like, girl, Mr. Krabs is a whole killer. He been killing girls since the damn fucking 80s. So, and then the only reason why she found out about the whole drug dealer with the overdose because the black guy in the, actually worked with the black guy that's a cop. He pretty much told her, like, when they got there to go ambush the drug dealer that was, like, supplying drugs to all the kids, they came in there and he OD'd on his own drugs. So she's all like, so she started kind of putting stuff together. Like, well, Dexter was at the police station, and y'all found him dead an hour later, the same minutes that y'all left, Dexter left the police station. So that's just kind of weird that he's dead after y'all let Jim Lindsay leave. So she's out here piecing stuff together or whatever. So now we're going to Dexter. Dexter's in this damn hillbilly's car running to go save his son. And his sister is in the car. And she's like, drive faster, drive faster. Like, bitch, you goddamn close. How about you go and ghost and go and jump into my body and save the goddamn day, bitch? Because you supposed to be damn ghost. You supposed to have more powers than I motherfucking got, hoe. So next thing you know, so he driving, but this is crazy. This is one hell of a night. One thing for sure, my ass be run right back to the motherfucking city. I can't deal with these crazy ass country people. These motherfuckers got too much time on their goddamn hands. Harrison's hanging out with this old pervert ass Mr. Krabs. He over here getting his little boy Scott whiskey. It's like, that is such a violation, okay? That is weird. Why y'all old ass want to be so invested in this young boy like that? That's creepy as hell. But you know, Harrison's so damn broken in so many goddamn pieces. He not even nosing this shit. He gonna need a lot of therapy after this goddamn shit. No, he gonna need a soul cleansing after this shit, because this is crazy. Next thing you know, Dexter texts his son Harrison. He tells Harrison, you know, pretty much in text, like, get away from him. So Harrison gets it, and he tells Mr. Krabs, like, yo, I gotta check outside for, you know, some woods or some shit, you know, that country shit, I don't know. So they go outside, and he looking at the text message, and he's all like texting Dexter back. Well, he was gonna text back like, what the hell do you mean? Because he got an attitude with Dexter. So next, you know, Mr. Krabs comes outside. He's like, is everything okay? You want me to take you home? He's like, no, I don't want to miss out on events. I'm gonna come in there, da-da-da. So Mr. Krabs like, oh, that's cool, kid. I'm glad we get to hang out and all this stuff, blase, blase. So now going back to Dexter. Dexter is panicking. He's in his car driving fast as fuck, like a bat out of hell to get to Harrison, because this is turning to Hunger Games. It's turning to Hunger Games, because he about to eat them the fuck up. Harrison thinking Mr. Krabs is some goddamn therapist, because Harrison's out here bleeding out to him. So Harrison asked Mr. Krabs, you know, what happened with you getting arrested? He was all like, so he tells him, like, you know, my father back in the day killed some girls, so it's kind of like sins of the father, and sometimes you kind of get punished for your father's sins or something like that. So next, you know, Mr. Krabs asks him, like, why didn't you get into it with your fathers, and y'all haven't been together for like 10 years? And Harrison pretty much bleed out to him that he came here pretty much look for like emotional satisfaction. Like, he was looking for that emotional bond. And he said he didn't feel it from Dexter, and he was trying to look for it. And no matter what he does, he just tries to get it, and it's not clicking. And he just feels like, you know, it's odd, like that whole blood bond that you're supposed to have with your parent or your father. He said he don't feel like the other kids. And, you know, I mean, your daddy is a whole Aquarius, so I don't really get emotional vibes from his ass. But he intense. And the funny part is, like, Dexter is intense as fuck. So he has a lot of emotions. He just likes to mask it like he don't. After Harrison got done bleeding out to this fake motherfucker, he tells Harrison, if you was my son, I would never walked out on you. Well, baby, you walked out on your original son, so you can shut the fuck up, because I don't know why your son's so fucked up. So clearly you ain't a good pappy like you trying to mask your motherfucking self to be, whore. So next thing you know, so he gets up, and he's like, I gotta go handle something, da-da-da. So he walks in the back, and Harrison ends up unlocking his phone, because he put his phone on sleep mode, and he just sees all, like, Jim, Dexter calling him back to back. So next you know, this motherfucker, the bottom of snowman, whatever, Mr. Krabs come out from the back, and Harrison like, why you dressed up like that? I mean, this man had a whole get up. He got the gun and everything. And I'm like, Harrison, have you not put two and two together? This motherfucker a killer. He take you to a cabin in the woods, feeding you up, getting you fat so he can chase your ass like you Bugs Rabbit or something. I forgot that name, but that guy from Looney Tunes. He tells Harrison walk outside. He was all like, the sins of the father. And he was all like, it's a fucked up world out there, kid. So he walked out. So Harrison crying because he done bled out his motherfuckers. He's like, I didn't know what I did. And he's like, don't kill me. So next thing you know, the guy tells him to run. So in the midst of him getting ready to shoot Harrison, he sees the car pulling up. So he's all like, hurry up, drive faster. I want old boy to see this, Dexter. So the car still going fast, so then it clicks into Mr. Krabs' head that's Dexter driving the car. So Mr. Krabs shooting at the car, so Dexter driving real fast, and he rams right into Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs fall on the ground. And Dexter like, I know that's right. Dexter said, I'm my motherfucking kid. I will fuck you up. So Dexter doing bad detective work than Angela raggedy ass. So he ends up hitting him. So he gets out of the car, he starts running, he sees Harrison, and he hugs Harrison. So they all hugging like, we are family. I'm like, no, you need to finish off this old big nigga over here, Mr. Krabs. So next thing you know, Mr. Krabs get up and he start walking with his big ass down the woods. Like, anybody gonna see his big old abominable snowman built back looking nasty looking ass. Child, this should have shot his ass right in his motherfucking ass so he could fall like a goddamn... Oh, I don't like him because he played Harrison to the left, and that was fucked up because Harrison was really trying to be vulnerable with his ass, and he just learned a valuable lesson. Be careful who the fuck you bleed out to, because motherfuckers do not be around you for the right motherfucking reasons. So yeah, Dexter is in the car with his son. And y'all know it's Venus retrograde, and that deals with going back to mending relationships and stuff. Because, you know, like they say, you might be done with the past, but the past ain't done with you, baby. So, he's in the car talking to his son. He tells his son, I got to tell you everything. And the son's like, what? He's like, everything, those dark urges you have, I had them too. I had the same blind rage like you had it. But my father, he taught me a code to how to channel that, you know, energy that I had. And I'm going to pretty much teach you pretty much and tell you everything. And Harrison just got up from the seat and he just hugged Dexter, like, because he finally felt like a connection. Like, he finally, like, we see each other. Like, I'm not alone. Because he's like, because Dexter's like, oh boy, Mr. Krabs, he was pretending to think he know you, but I actually know you because I'm's the pappy. I'm's the pappy. And that's what he pretty much said. And next you know, they're good friends now. And say, maybe this all he wanted to. So it was a little cute ending. He ended up saving his son, but we still got to find Mr. Krabs. And Angela, girl, take several seats because you're not a cop. Dexter is, so you need to sit down and slow down. So yeah, that's it for this episode 8, season 1, Dexter's New Blood. Make sure you subscribe to Naviasoulnetwork. Check out my podcast, Wacky Retrograde News, and yeah, and everything that you need to know about this whole network be down below in the description box and everything. So y'all have a good day. I hope y'all liked the review, and yeah, and tell me what y'all think about the episode. And that's it. Bye.